What do you do it for? What are you running for? What are you running toward?
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, thank you for choosing me to watch. If you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite self-care books. If you'd like to know more, keep watching. Personally, I believe that reading is fundamental and it is a favorite pastime of mine. I used to read a lot of fictional books growing up by Anthony Horowitz, The Power of Five, Mallory Blackman, Jacqueline Wilson, just to name a few. Side note, the Noughts and Crosses series by Mallory Blackman is a staple. It is UK to its finest. I love it, and they are making it into a TV series, which I'm really happy about. A few years ago, I started to read more self-care books to help me with my overall well-being and to see if I can implement the things that I learn in a book into my daily routine. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. The first book is The Seat of the Soul. The aim of the book is to influence readers to think about critical questions such as, how are you contributing to the human evolution? How do you interact with other people? What motivates you? And what feeds your soul. So this book really goes into detail and makes you really evaluate your life and your purpose. The author also discusses non-physical elements such as karma, heart, choice, power, intention, and trust. One thing that I really love about this book is that it includes a study guide, and I haven't seen that in a lot of other self-care books that I've read so far. Let me just show you guys. So the study guide breaks down each chapter and gives you exercises to work on. For example, for one particular chapter, it says, at the end of the week, write down your answers to these questions. What was your most meaningful experience? How did your intention to find meaning in your everyday life affect your experiences? Be specific. How did what you discover affect your perspective of yourself and others? Give examples. Now take another week and set the same intention every day. Take notes and journal every night about what you have seen from your multi-sensory perspective. So it gives you things to work on throughout the day and to implement these things into your daily routine. What I don't like that much about this book is that it's not the easiest to read. However, the study guide will help you with any definitions and terms that you may not understand. What I like about the book is, of course, the study guide. There is always something to learn and always something to take away from this book. So the next book that I will recommend is You Are a Badass. The aim of this book is to give you guys a bunch of useful tips that you can use to get out of your way and to strive for greatness. I will say that the author is quite blunt and straight to the point, not a lot of waffling going on, and to me, I like that. I prefer that. Like, I hate when people just drag out their point. Get straight to it, and that is what this book is all about. The author also incorporates personal stories, which I admire, and it helps to make the book more relatable. What I like about this book is that it has bite-sized chapters. I prefer it because it makes it concise, it makes it quick, and move on to the next point instead of like muddling the two and make it more confusing and longer than a chapter has to be. Also, you'll be given homework to work on. Each chapter includes tips that you can use to incorporate into your daily life. If you really apply yourself and do what the author asks you to do, you will see results in your real life. One thing I really like about this book and the way it's written is that the author cusses a lot, okay? There's a lot of profanity in this book, but I don't mind it. I kind of like it because it's different. For example, one title is called The Brain Is Your Bitch. I mean, who can't get into that like that? You're just like, oh, okay, so you calling me a bitch? Like, you calling my brain a bitch? Like, what? You don't know me. But then once you read it, you're just like, it makes sense. So this is a staple, and honestly, there isn't anything that I don't like about this book. It is a staple for you to have. Now, my next book is totally geared towards women. It is called Warrior Goddess Training. Here it is. Become the woman you meant to be. So sorry guys, if you're looking for self-care books that are catered to you, I can't help you with that, but this one right here is really, really good. The aim of this book is to encourage women to be the best version of themselves. One thing I also love is that each chapter there is a quote from a famous woman, activist, author, stuff like that, and I'll read you guys one. I love to see a young girl go out and grab the world by the lapels. Life's a bitch. You've got to go out and kick ass. By the late, great Maya Angelou. So yeah, this book is just This book doesn't bash men in any way, but it demonstrates how as women we could uplift ourselves in a male-dominated world. What I like about this book is that it's super easy to read, and I didn't struggle with terminology, which I have done in previous books. And if you do find that you stumble across words that you don't understand, there is a dedicated chapter called Explanation of Terms. So if you don't get something, you can just flip to the back and the author will go through it in more detail. In addition, the author also incorporates personal stories where she talked about how she picked herself up during turbulent times. So if she can do it, so can we. Another thing that I love about this book is that there is a list of further reading for more self-development if you are really into it. So if you're looking for more books to read, this book will give you a list of books that you can add to your collection. Once again, there is absolutely nothing that I don't like about this book. I have to refer to it from time to time, and it is definitely a staple. So go and get this book, women. So last but certainly not least is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. This is another staple. Honestly, guys, like, let me just flick through it so you can see, like, underlined, dog-eared. Like, this book is a bit of me. It's a bit of me. Like, I can't praise this book enough. This book gives you tools to combat fear and still strive to do what you want to do and to achieve the goals that you set. At the end of each chapter, there is a little personal story from someone who has read this book and applied it to their life, and they discuss the results that they have seen due to really applying the lessons that are taught in this book. I'll just read you guys one. Firefighting. In 1998, I suffered a mental breakdown and I was no use to man nor beast, as I was basically a big wet puddle on the floor. This was due to the fact that for 12 years I had suffered PTSD as a result of my work as a firefighter, and also because my first marriage was on the rocks and my wife was threatening me very badly. I was very lucky in that my doctor found me an excellent counsellor who lent me her personal copy of Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. This book struck several chords with me, as at the time I was like a frightened little child. When I got home, I was too frightened to go to work or anywhere outside, and when I was outside, I was too frightened to go home. Anyway, the book was and still is a huge help to me. I still refer to it from time to time and to its sequel, Fear the Fear and Beyond. In fact, as well as returning to full-time duties as a firefighter, in my free time, I am now a life coach, and I often recommend to my clients that they purchase Susan's book as a compliment to the work that we are doing together. I'm now happily remarried. My life is full with my family, my job as a firefighter, my work as a life coach, and the volunteer work I do for cancer research. So come on, like, you know you need this book. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any self-care books that you insist that I must read, please do let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. Take care, and I'll see you soon.